Welcome back to the show, everyone.
Thanks for joining us today.
Welcome to The Explainer. So, you're thinking about getting your medical degree, your MBBS, in Uzbekistan? Well, today, we're giving you the complete insider's guide. And this isn't just some random list of universities. We're talking about a breakdown based on expert, on-the-ground experience, and this is the most important part, feedback from students who are actually there right now. Okay, let's just get right to it. The biggest question on everyone's mind. Can you really get a quality medical degree abroad for under 25 lakh rupees? It's the question we hear all the time, and you know what? Today, we're going to give you the answer. Let's dig in. First things first. Let's talk about the A-list. These are the heavy hitters, the universities that are generating all the buzz and are, frankly, the top choices for Indian students heading to Uzbekistan. Our first stop is in the capital city, Tashkent, and this is home to the university that is, without a doubt, the most in demand in the entire country for Indian students. Yeah, if you're aiming for the very top, this is where you start. So, what's the big deal about this place? Well, look at this combo. First, you're in the capital, and there are direct 3-hour flights from Delhi. That is a huge plus. And get this, they recently merged 3 top medical colleges, so it's become a real powerhouse. They're even planning on bringing guest lecturers over from India. But, and this is a big but, it's not a walk in the park. You've got to pass a pretty competitive entrance exam to get in, so you need to be on your A game. All right, next up on our A-list is Fergana Medical Institute. Now, this university has a totally different vibe. They've really made a name for themselves by focusing on quality over quantity. And in a world where lecture halls can get crazy overcrowded, that focus is a massive advantage. And you know what? The proof is in the pudding. Fergana makes a point to not overcrowd their classes, which means you get more focused attention. They have about 15 full-time Indian faculty members and really great facilities. But here's the real game changer. A huge number of their first graduating class passed the Foreign Medical Graduate Exam, the FMGE, on their very first try. That says everything about the quality of education you're getting here.
Okay, let's head over to a university that's famous for 2 things: a huge community of Indian students and its absolutely beautiful location. Yep, we're talking about Samarkand State Medical University.
This one is all about the power of community. I mean, just imagine this. You arrive in a totally new country, and you're immediately surrounded by 3,000 to 4,000 other Indian students. With a strong student society and full-time Indian faculty, you have a built-in support system from the second you land. Plus, the city itself is gorgeous and safe. It's just a fantastic all-around package. Okay, let's do a quick recap of our A-listers. Tashkent is for you if you want that big city life and top-tier prestige. Fergana is for the student who's absolutely laser-focused on quality teaching and, getting those proven exam results. And Samarkand? That's the perfect choice if you're looking for a big, welcoming community of Indian students right from the get-go. But hey, what if the A-list isn't quite the right fit for your wallet or just what you're looking for? Don't even worry about it. There's some absolutely incredible options that offer fantastic value. Let's dive into the smart buys. Our first smart buy is Bukhara State. This is pretty much the perfect pick for students who want the security and reputation of a government university, but at a price that's, a little more accessible than our top 3. What really makes Bukhara State stand out is that amazing balance of affordability and a proven track record. It's easier on the budget, the city itself has a lower cost of living, and it's got a solid history of Indian graduates. Just one little heads up though, some of the hostels are a bit of a trek from the main campus, so you'll want to factor in a little travel time and cost. Now, for those of you who like to spot talent before it goes totally mainstream, we've got 2 government universities with incredible potential. You can think of Karakalpak and Gulistan as the rising stars of medical education in Uzbekistan. So here's the opportunity with these 2. Because they aren't super famous yet, they're not overcrowded, you get a good quality education for a much lower price. The only thing you've got to keep in mind is that while they have Indian students there, the first batches are still working their way through. So if you're a bit of a pioneer and you want to save some serious money, these are definitely worth checking out. And finally, what if budget is your #1 absolute top priority? Well, if that's the case, there is one university that stands out as the clear, undisputed champion. Yep, it really is that simple. Bukhara Innovative is the most affordable medical university in all of Uzbekistan. If you are looking for the absolute cheapest way to get your MBBS degree abroad that still gives you a solid education, this is it. This is your answer. All right, let's talk about the bottom line. It's time to get down to the nitty-gritty, talk some numbers, and see exactly what your total investment would look like over 6 years at these different universities. Now, before we look at the chart, this is really, really important. When we say total budget, we mean it. This is an all-inclusive number. It covers your tuition, your hostel, and your Indian mess fees for all 6 years, plus your visa fees and registration costs. The only things you have to add on top of this are your personal spending money and your flights. So this gives you a real, true picture of the costs. And here it is, laid out as clear as day. You can see the 3 budget tiers we've been talking about. The top-tier universities, and that includes Bukhara State, are going to be in that 30 to 35 lakh rupee range. The up-and-comers, Karakalpak and Gulistan, fall right in the middle, between 25 and 30 lakh. And right there at the bottom, answering that first big question we asked, Bukhara Innovative, with a total budget of 20 to 25 lakh rupees. You know, with competition being what it is, especially for a place like Tashkent State, it is always a smart move to have a backup plan. So here's our advice. Go ahead and apply to your dream school, but also apply to a second university as a safety net. A good consultant can often help you out with that second application at no extra cost, and trust me, it can give you some serious peace of mind. So, we've looked at the options, we've looked at the rankings, we've looked at the costs. Now for the most important part of all. How do you actually decide? How do you find your best fit? Let's break it down one last time.
When it comes right down to it, your choice boils down to a pretty simple question. What do you value most? If prestige, a great location, a strong community, and proven results are what you're after, then you should be looking at the universities on the left. But if your main goal is getting a great education that offers amazing value at the most affordable price, then the universities on the right are going to be your best bet. And just remember, everything we've talked about today isn't some theory we pulled from our brochure. It's based on years of direct experience, of actually visiting these universities. And most importantly, it's based on constant, real feedback from the students who are living this and studying there right now. So we'll leave you with this question. As you plan your future, as you start on this path to becoming a doctor, what's going to be your guiding light? Is it the prestige of a top-ranked school, the practical reality of price, or the exciting potential of being a pioneer at an up-and-coming university? Whatever your answer is, the right choice for you is out there.